Hello, my name is David Stahl. I'm a lead analyst at Embrace, and today I'm going to show you how to make your own comparison widget. The comparison widget allows you to compare two subsets of your data. Maybe that's two app versions, or maybe that's two different device models. In order to create a widget, go to your Dashboards tab and click Add Dashboard. You will then be able to click the comparison button, and now you'll be able to create your comparison widget with this prompt. There are four things that you'll need to select. First is segments. Segments are going to be the type of data that you want to compare. Then filters are going to allow you to filter down to a specific subset of data that you care about. Then we have metrics. The metrics are going to be the metrics and data that you want to measure for your comparison. And then graphs, if there's any data that you want to track over time. For the segments, you can choose the app versions that you want to track. Here we're going to use these three pre-selected app versions. Group by is going to be the columns of the table. Group by is going to be which characteristics you want to compare on. Here we're going to select app version, but you can also compare by two different models, for example, or different country data sets, or even things like persona, a user type, or session property key, a session type. Here I'm going to group by app version, and I'm going to compare in order this version against this version here. So these two different app versions. For my filters section, I can then select if there's any filters I want to use for this data. And so here, maybe it's I only want to focus on a certain country subset of the data. And so I can select country and choose the United States as what I want to filter on. Then for metrics, I can select which data I want to track for this comparison. And so here, maybe I want to track something like crash count. Maybe I want to track the percentage of users who have a crash. But then there's also a whole set of metrics that you can compare on. We have crashes, we have log data, even things like network requests, completion percentages, or duration values, and also additional session outcomes like ANRs, or even things like cold starts or just a session count. Here, maybe I want to track the number of sessions belonging to each version, and so I'll select that one. For any of these, I can also filter additionally on each one of these metrics. Maybe I only want to get the session count for a specific type of model in this comparison, and I can do that as well. However, I'm going to leave this blank in this example. And then finally, I can graph, and I can add any sort of graph that I want to for this comparison. Maybe I want to look at my crash count over time. I'm going to do last 7 days of data, so we have a little more data to work with here. And when I click preview, this is going to give me a preview of what the table, the comparison looks like. Here you can see I have my metrics on one version comparing against this second version here. I can go back and edit it if I want to add more metrics, or I can click Done, in which I'll then have the option to save my comparison, in which I'll call it comparison widget test, and I can save it. And now that will bring me to my comparison widget, which I'll then be able to access on the dashboard page right here. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I hope you find it helpful in making your own widgets for your app. Thanks so much and have a great day. Take care.